Thanks for joining us at Special Miracles Ministries Royalty Center to lift every praise. Feed on the infallible Word of God delivered by Archbishop W.D. Bob.
Are you hearing me? A strategy will bring the victory. You can't run wild with an enemy who is deceitful.
Ministry and fellowship for all. You are welcome to join Archbishop Wingrove Bob and Bishop Amy Bob at Special Miracles Ministry Royalty Center, 203 Freeman Street, East Pennicans, Georgetown, Guyana, on Sundays at 9 hours, Wednesdays and Fridays at 18 hours, and be blessed. Contact us at telephone numbers 592-226-9880 or 227-0911. Email specialmiraclesministries@hotmail.com.
You know, you can remember all them words to tell those who you come against. I'll give you a short version. Nah, we never said Daniel 3:19. Let go look for it. So the king says, you think I bluffing? Hot the fiery furnace, sometimes hot or means, make it as hot as possible. And throw them in. Oh yes. I want to see what God is going to deliver you. The Bible says they threw them in. They bound them. Hand and feet, put on those attachments. Get a big, strong man. Like Joshua. And he said, throw these people in the fiery furnace. Could you imagine that? Getting in trouble because you stand up for the right thing. So, I'm going to say plainly to you, in taking a stand for God, there will be consequences. And at times people don't want to take a stand because when they look at the consequences, they say, I don't want to deal with the consequences. So they threw them in the fiery furnace. And after a while, the king hearing, he's not hearing what you think he should hear. That's why he's looking, he's going to look down. What he's not hearing. You know when you throw bodies in fire? I gotta be careful how I'm speaking now because it sounds like I was a mafia before I get saved. But from my experience, when you throw certain things in the fire, you hear packs, packs. You know when they're burning? Packs. You hear the sound. And the king said, we throw 3 big men in the fire and me hearing nothing at all. Not only you hear the sound of bones burning on. He said, me hear nobody crying out. I mean, no matter how big and bad you be, when fire hits you. Come on. A man talked for your mother for years, hate your mother, and little fire hit you, you're my mother! Hey, sure, I was waiting for you to call. So the king said, I got 3 men. At least one might be strong, but all 3 of them can't be strong or hold out inside nothing. The king said, I mean, he said all in the scripture, but the mere idea the king peeping is because you realize that something in what? Something right. And he peeped. The king was a peep man, he peeped. And when he looked, he saw 4 men. And he do so. And this is why I believe after he do this. Still 4 men. This is the time he has asked a question. Did we throw 3 men in there? Yes, King. But see, 4. You want to tell the king is he wrong? I mean, some people wanted to take it, some people are taking that, but nobody did. You know why? They would get thrown in the fiery furnace. If Valerie was there, she would get thrown in the fiery furnace. Because she would rush to that king. No, king, you see it wrong. The king said, you see it wrong? There's 4 now, you see? You make up the 4. Right? Four, man. You see, when you stand up for God, God will stand up for you. And the Lord didn't come before the fiery furnace. He came when they were thrown into the fiery furnace. It seemed as though he was waiting for them in the fiery furnace. God knows the enemy planning for you. And where you're going to end up, but he's waiting right there for you. Because they said you're going to commit suicide when you get knocked off. They said you're going to drink rum. They said you're going to do this and do that when you get there. But God says, none of those things will happen because I'll be right there waiting for you. Oh, hallelujah. I'll be right there to comfort you. I'll be right there to strengthen you. I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Last week I spoke to you on the 4th day. And when I got this word about the 4th man, it got me suspicious. I said, God, you tell him, you draw my attention to the number 4. The Hebrew number for 4 is Dalet. And it means a door. Could it be that God is opening another door for us? Oh, I said, could it mean that God, a door is about to open for us as a people? Could it mean? Oh, yes, I feel that. The 4th man. Nebuchadnezzar says he looked like one of the sons of the gods. He looked like some Bible theologians felt that he was talking about his kinds of gods, but no. In the end, he ascribed, he knew fully what he was talking about because he ascribed their deliverance to the Most High God. See, he was speaking, and even if he didn't know what he was talking about, we know who he saw. We know who he saw. Am I talking to you? He might not know who he saw, but we know who he saw. Because the word of God says, when he looked, he saw Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego walking around with this 4th person. If it was this one of his gods, then those brothers would not have been walking around with him. It means they were walking around with him because they were comfortable with him. It had to be somebody they know, and that's why they were having fellowship in the furnace. Could you have fellowship in the furnace? When God's with you, you could have fellowship in the furnace. They knew him. Oh, they might not have seen him before, but they knew him. They knew him. You might not have seen God before, but you will know him when he comes. You will know that this is God in a situation. I said, you will know. They throw them in the fire, bung them hand and feet. put these attachments to them and throw them in the Word of God. When they throw them in the fire, they were on their knees. But you see, when the Lord is with you, when the Lord descends, when the Lord intervenes, he takes you off your knees. Am I talking to you? The Word didn't say that Jesus was walking around, the Lord was walking around, and they were crawling around. It says everybody was walking around. It means Jesus lifted them up from their knees. I'm saying he's about to lift them up.